This is our fancy one. I'm gonna grab it and hold it because I felt like, I don't wanna exaggerate too much, but when Liz first brought this out, this is what I felt like. I felt like finally, there's something for women specifically that are over 50, going through that change of life. This is the famous Volumizing MenoReverse. It was launched this year. There's an ingredient in here, this white pine, that is only in this product. I use this every single day. I use it with my other skincare. It feels gorgeous, and it really has transformed my skin. I will be 58 years old in June 5th. I might cancel my birthday this year if no one can go out and celebrate, so I might skip this year and stay 57 for another year. I haven't decided yet. But I'm telling you right now, if you're a woman in that change of life, whether you're in the middle of it or you're after it, this is a game changer. And I am fairly confident we'll sell this out during the show. How many have been sold already since, because we just launched, it hasn't been on air yet. 460 have sold from the preview, and we started out with 1,600. So we have about maybe 1,100, I'm doing math, which is always a mistake, but $7.42. You have a 90-day return policy. This is a 60-day supply, so you can return an empty jar if you don't love it and if it doesn't, and the shipping is free, so I could not recommend this more. There is, April's Vogue had a big story about it. If you follow skincare, and those of us that are in the skincare business, we read all about the new this, new that. This was like a game changer in the industry, but I think the really big deal is it's only at Korres, that's the only company that has this ingredient, hydrating. And we have before and afters that are after one application. Not use this for a month or two and we'll see what happens one time, because it really addresses something that nobody else does. It also has a good housekeeping seal. This particular product and this ingredient, look at after one application, Liz. This, like, you didn't even have to show me the before and afters, just the fact that someone understands that there's a difference in post-menopausal skin, because there is.
No, there is a huge difference, and you can't use what you've been typically using, and this is why. You can see in the before what happens, whether you've gone through menopause, whether you're post-menopause, what happens to our skin is that the top layer changes, we lose the volume, we get something called jowling, sagging, another word for it is called jowling. You put this SerumInMoisturizer on, it recognizes your skin. It's specifically designed for postmenopausal skin. Look at here. Here you can see that before where you're starting to lose the volume, the density. Look at the plumpness, look at the lift, look at the firmness in just one application. It's cumulative results, so day after day that you use this, it'll just get better. You will be amazed. We did a focus group with hundreds of women. I mean, look at this. You can see the 11 lines in that before. What also happens when you go through menopause and even post-menopause is that you really get the large pores. You get the thinning tissue, almost tissue paper skin on the top layer of your skin. Look at the after. Yeah. Because this is designed for menopausal skin, it recognizes it and it just goes to work immediately. If you're in your 30s and 40s and you haven't gone through menopause, do you need this? No. But if you have and you've gone through post, just to see someone's face. I have to tell you, we did focus groups in St. Louis, in Texas, in Florida, in New York, and I got to go to a few of them. And typically when you do a focus group, you know, you get maybe 20 people and you're like, okay, this is great. We had over 100. And a lot of these women were not happy. They were very upset because they were going to the beauty counters saying, why is my skin happening? What's going on? Why am I having the blotchiness? Why is my skin dry like the Sahara? And nobody was listening to them.
Nobody, yep. By the way, the counter is on the screen. You are seeing that we started, by the way, with 1,600. This has not been on air. Liz and I did the launch of it, and it sold out, I think, faster than any launch that Korres has done. I put a little bit on my hand. You can see the texture of it. It is, you know, a hydrating cream that your skin recognizes it and drinks it in right away. You can see, but it really is what it knows about your skin that's different. It is a white pine extract. It is actually an ingredient that's on something called an inky deck. That's when you take, this is kind of like, you know, nerd skincare talk. When you look at an actual jar, it has every single ingredients. That's called the inky deck. This is a new, it has its own category, and it is called the Korres white pine. And that's what is in this, and no one else has it. Nobody else was like, oh, okay, we're gonna do something just for that. Korres, this is the only skincare. We have a lot of amazing skincare here at HSN. A lot of amazing skincare. This is the only one, is the MenoReverse line. And this is the SerumInCream. So we also have the concentrated serum. I know I have a few of these left. left. I will tell you that the SerumInCream, this is like kind of like one and done with the SerumInCream. Try it for $7.42. You have a 90-day return policy. If it doesn't change your skin after using it one time, you can use it another 3 months and still decide. And free shipping and handling. This, we're never gonna do this, I'll tell you that right now. We're not gonna do this again. To have a sale price, it's usually $58, which truthfully I would spend $100 for it, easy, and probably more than that. It's already very reasonably priced, but I love that we're doing 6 months to pay it off and a usually 30-day return policy, now a 90-day return policy. We have under 1,000 left now. You see, we started out with 1,600, and the counter, by the way, does not count the hundreds and hundreds of people in the ordering process. That's how many people have called, have finished their entire order, they've checked out, then we're counting it. We just went over to 700 sold. So now there's about, I guess there's just about less than 1,000, like 900 left. Yeah, 900 left. It's just flying out the door. We're supposed to talk about it for another 4 minutes. I would be surprised if we even got to 4 minutes. I don't even know why does it take so long to get this back? Because that's my first complaint. Because I used mine up and I went to buy it and it wasn't on hsn.com, Liz. This is the first time I've seen it back.
I know, but everything is made by hand. It's a unique ingredient that, just like we talk about with the olive, the same applies with the white pine. It is just a limited amount, but yes, we do own this technology. However, it's still a limited supply. But really, it's all about the results, Helen, because when you get to try this and you say, okay, you know what, it's a cream, how great can it be? My skin's a little dry. It goes so far beyond that. It lifts, it firms, it addresses all the things that happen when you go through menopause, because what happens in your 30s and 40s is that you lose about 1 to 2% collagen a year, and you're kind of going along aging slowly. Then you hit menopause, and then all of a sudden, it's like you fell off a cliff.
Yes.
You're right, your lipids, your collagen, everything drops by over 30%, and no one tells you about it. You look in the mirror and you say, oh my gosh, I see my mother in the mirror. What happened?
Right, and if you ever watch YouTube, those videos of cliff diving, just imagine that's your skin. Just cliff diving. Because for me, I think I went through menopause a little bit earlier. I was in my early 40s, which is like fairly young, but now I'm almost 60, I'm 58. I'll be 58 in June, so a couple more months I'll be 58. I feel like when I started using this, there was like a bounce to my skin, like a little bit of like bounciness that wasn't there, and the thin skin under my eyes kind of got to be like, oh, that's how I used to remember my skin to be. And then my makeup went on better, and I felt like, it just, everything kind of clicked. And yes, I use other skincare products. This is not the only thing I use, just to be full disclosure. But it plays well with other. By the way, we're about to go over 1,000 sold. We started out with 1,600, and I know we have at least 300 people in the ordering process. I know, okay, we have 400 people in the ordering process. That means we have about 200 left. There's about 200 of you that if you call in right now, you'll be able to get. I would go to hsn.com. And by the way, you can get 2. What's the shelf life on this if I want to buy 2 of them?
4 years.
4-year shelf life? Okay.
Yes.
And one jar lasts about 2 months. I honestly, if you're like me and you're a huge fan of this product, I would get a couple. I think that this is one of those share it with your girlfriend product, if you know about this and love it. The white pine, that's the ingredient that nobody else has. And I asked Liz on the phone, I said, aren't other people trying to get this ingredient in their skincare? Liz is like, I don't know, but they're not getting it. It's like, they can, but they can't. And I also like it's an ingredient that doesn't have a list of, oh, don't wear it outside. You have to have you have to have sunscreen on if you wear it outside. There isn't like a list of things you have to do, right? It's just white, it's that amazing white pine.
Exactly, and when you put it on your skin, as simple as it may sound, like Liz or Helen, this is just another cream. It isn't, because when you've gone through menopause and you're looking at your skin and then you're buying all these different skincare products that aren't working, it has to be the right ingredients. It has to be the right exact technology. And Lena Korres discovered this white pine extract that is so powerful that we did studies that showed results within 30 minutes. And it's almost as if somebody in their 30s that hasn't gone through menopause were to use this cream, their skin would feel really nice and soft. But somebody who's gone through menopause and is in post-menopause is losing the volume, losing the density, is noticing the jowling on the side of their face, they're going to be in love, because you're finally going to put something on your skin that works. It's gonna be that aha moment when you put it on your skin.
Well, I'm gonna jump in right now because I'm looking at the counter and I'm looking at the clock, and I know how many people my producer just said are in the ordering process, so I am fairly confident that this is about to go. The item number is 698841. If we sell this out during the show, which seems 100% likely in the next minute, when can you get this back? When can we get more of these, Liz?
I would probably say June, perhaps.
June.
Maybe in June, yes.
Okay, that's not what I was hoping you would say. That's too long. It's too long. It's too long.
But use it sparingly.
Yeah.
Use a little bit.
Use it, or if you can, get 2 jars. Rick, how's the, I mean, okay. Okay, we're gonna do final minute on this. All right, so here's the deal. I know this might be a new skincare product that you're trying. Maybe you've been using Korres for a long time. Maybe you've been shopping with me for a long time, or maybe you've never bought anything from television before. We have special relationships with skincare companies, electronic companies, cleaning supply, all sorts of things. Korres is one of those companies that is just, you will fall in love with them. If you've used the shower gel, tried the skincare, their fragrances are amazing. I'm doing a world launch of a fragrance in this hour. This product is unsurpassed. It is completely unique, and it is the buzz of the industry. April Vogue was talking about it. It has the Good Housekeeping seal. So try it on FlexPay. The FlexPay is like ridiculous. It's $7.42, and the shipping and handling is absolutely $0 for you to, give it a try. And really, I do want to say this isn't for everybody. It's really for women or women that have gone through the menopausal. It's for that skin afterwards, that little crepey skin, the skin that's a little drier, kind of that uneven skin tone. All those things, there's those little kind of intangibles all together that the white pine addresses. And in a more natural type way, Liz. It's not this kind of chemical, something in a lab. This is nature. Okay, so don't hang up. We've got all the people that are calling in the ordering process. It is out. I knew it.